Make sure to check out our sponsor, Cell Phone Buyers Recyclers. They want to buy your cell phone old, broken, or you're just trying to get rid of it. You can contact them right at the number on the screen, text or call. Also, their social media and website is in the description if that's more convenient. If you share their social media accounts on social media, get a chance to win an iPhone. Go check them out. All right, I've seen on Twitter where Kendrick Perkins started the debate again between who's a better player, James Harden and Steph Curry. Well, Wardell Curry. A lot of people don't know that Steph Curry's actual first name is Wardell. But hey, let's talk about it. Make sure you check our NBA Talk playlist. Don't forget, we actually did an NBA Live yesterday. So check out the NBA 101 playlist. That's all the live streams, NBA Talk. That's all the regular video format videos I do. And, Perkins said, James Harden was a better scorer. Perkins said James Harden was a better rebounder, a better facilitator. But if you put Steph Curry in that system as well, I think Steph Curry can do the very same damn things that, James Harden can do. He wouldn't win either in that system because Mike D'Antoni's system hasn't proven to produce a winner. Maybe Steve Nash. I think he had Kobe and Steve Nash. I know he was in LA for a minute in New York. It hasn't proven. Maybe overseas when he was coaching, it proven to get a winner. But, at the end of the day, it's the same thing with Steve Nash and with James Harden. That offense just, it's hollow numbers. You know what I'm saying? They numbers that don't matter. They just pumped up stats, and when it come down to winning, James Harden got to go 1-on-5 to kind of make some shit happen. That offense is designed for the point guard to get all these fake and these superficial numbers. What can James Harden do inside of a functional offense? And with Kevin McHale in Oklahoma City Thunder, you can't do nothing. When you just look at numbers, it's deceiving. You know what I'm saying? That's just God honest truth. You got to put it all together. You can't just look at some numbers and don't look at others. You know what I'm saying? When I say that, I'm not just talking about stats, rebounds, points, field goal percentage, free throw percentage. You're not talking about that. The number I'm talking about is wins and fucking losses. You know what I'm saying? Steph Curry's been proven to be a winner. You know what I'm saying? Steph Curry got 2 MVPs. You know what I'm saying? Who better off the ball? Steph Curry. Who easier to play with? Steph Curry. Who don't need the ball to be effective? Steph Curry. I think Steph a better defender. They both ain't that good, but Steph a better defender. It's easy to say James Harden a better facilitator when the ball in your hand 99.9% of the time. See, this is where I have a problem with Kendrick Perkins at because he don't tell the entire truth. When you look at numbers will get you hurt. The number you need to be looking at is wins and losses. Steph Curry win, he don't. Well, he don't have what I ain't trying to hear that. Steph Curry is a more versatile offensive player. You put Steph Curry in the same situation Steve Nash and James Harden, and he could produce the same numbers. He'll produce 10 assists. He will produce around the same rebounds. He could do easy what James Harden do in that system. What would James Harden do in the Golden State system? It's the question. Where you had to be off the ball a little bit. Draymond facilitate a little bit. Clay get his. Come on, he just turned Clay into excuse me, man. Mason over here playing around. But he had just turned into he had turned Klay and Thompson into a statue, a dude on the wing. Look what he did to Chris Paul. What about Kendrick Perkins making your teammates better? Steph Curry helped make everybody better. You know how he helped make everybody better? With his ability to play off the ball, not to dominate the ball. James Harden, LeBron James, they gotta have a ball in their hand. They don't really make nobody better. They make players worse. And I'm surprised that LeBron was conceding a little bit to Anthony Davis because he didn't do that with Dwayne. He didn't do that to Bosh. He didn't do that with Kyrie. He didn't do it with Kevin Love. You know what I'm saying? And with James Harden, it's the same thing. Who do he make better? Nobody. He turned Chris Paul into a glorified, spot-up three-point shooter. It wasn't willing to get a ball out of his hands. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying this. Don't just look at certain aspects of the game and ignore the other aspects of the game. Steph Curry is a better team player. Steph Curry is a more versatile player at this point in his career. He is slightly better defender than James Harden. You know what I'm saying? And I'm taking Steph Curry because he's a winner. You put James Harden in Golden State, they don't fucking win. Maybe with Kevin Durant, they do. But he had Kevin Durant in Oklahoma City with some good talent. He the one that shitted the bed in the finals. James Harden is just not a winner. Straight up and down. He's all stats. You know what I'm saying? He like the Buffalo Bills. Can pull all these stats up when they come down to winning. He's a choker. So give me Steph Curry over James Harden. And obviously Kendrick Perkins left out a lot of information. When it comes to the playoffs, who don't show up? James Harden. At least Steph Curry show up a little bit in the playoffs. Maybe in the finals he kind of a little bit shaky. But James Harden, as soon as the playoffs get here, he choked. Shoot 1 for 39 from the three-point shooter. You know who? Come on, those all a part of being the player too. Just don't give me the good and a little bit of the bad. Give me the ugly too. When it come down to winning, when it come down to the playoffs, putting the ball in the hole, James Harden disappeared. It's he was tired. Nigga was tired for 5 or 6 straight seasons, even when they played Golden State. You know, early in the playoffs, like in the run before Golden State, we played Golden State. This dude, they could have went up 2-0 on Golden State one year, and he fumbled the ball. Kicked it out of bounds in game 1 and 2. I forget what year it was. Kawhi Leonard didn't play one year, and they was resting and preparing for a game. And prepare in the playoffs, it was game 6. And basically San Antonio was conceding. They rest Kawhi Leonard in the middle of the playoff series. James Harden still lost to a Kawhi Leonard list motherfucking San Antonio Spurs and got eliminated. Like, are you serious? You know, are we really having this debate? You gonna ignore his shortcomings when they played motherfucking Miami Heat in the finals with Oklahoma City Thunder? He the one that didn't show up. So you gonna tell me the guy that never shows up? I can say Steph Curry showed up in a lot of playoff series, most of them. Maybe in the finals it was, you know, he kind of was a little shaky or whatever this was, but James Harden ain't never showed up in the playoffs. He might have had a good series in round 1, but when it came to round 2, and if he ever made it to the Western Conference Finals, he fouled. He fought every time. Oh, he tired. He need more help. And it just proves that him and LeBron, they kind of hurt certain guys. Chris Paul just proved this year he can be in the MVP conversation. Somewhere in the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 range. But he still can play. People was writing Chris Paul off. He couldn't play because of James Harden. That's what it was. James Harden didn't allow him to be versatile. Mike D'Antoni don't know how to integrate a shooting guard or a small forward or a big fella. All he know how to do is pump up the stats of the primary ball handler, and that's Steve Nash and James Harden. And that's why they had never win in that system, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, like I said before, people look at the regular season, oh, Harden is a better Euro stepper. He get to the, what about fucking winning? What about in the crunch time? What does James Harden do? Where did he go? He go to a parallel universe? You know what I'm saying? Where does he go? Why do people continue to ignore his shortcomings in the playoffs? Why do people ignore that, you know, he hurt Dwight Howard game? And obviously Dwight Howard playing the field and getting injured. Hurt his game too playing with the women. All right? Chris Paul he had there. Why did he hurt him? Chris Paul showed that he basically was having a great year in Oklahoma City this year. But y'all talking about Chris Paul he was done. It was over with. It was over with for Chris Paul. But look, it was really James Harden and Mike D'Antoni lack of ability to integrate him into the offense. James Harden ain't trying to, you know, come off screens without the ball. He ain't trying to come off curls, pin downs, and design plays to get him open. Mike D'Antoni got him motherfucking hypnotized, or he got him spoiled of having the ball in his hands. You know, and that's just the God honest truth with the whole situation, man. Give me Wardell Curry, bro. Wardell Stephen Curry as a better player, man. He a better teammate. He get a ball up. He can shoot. He can score. He'll show up more in the playoffs than James Harden. Like I said, he a winner, and he make teammates better, straight up and down. James Harden is just great facilitator, but what teammate has he ever elevated? If all the teammates he played with, the major guys, he hurt them. Dwight, Chris Paul, they had their career worst years with James Harden. And every time it's time to show up and show out, you know, he shut down. And it's always excuses for James. Oh, he tired. Oh, man, he's sleepy. Oh, he shouldn't have went to the strip club. And then this dude loses. He at the strip club and at the liquor store buying liquor and buying hot wings. Come on, he ain't serious about winning. All he doing is playing for stats. He'd never be one of the greatest 5 shooting guards. I don't care what his stats say. it don't mean shit without winning. You feel me? But hey, check out our NBA Talk playlist. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business inquiry, sponsorship, or video requests, or you got to, just want to chop it up for some advice, or you want to share something with me. Twitter's the fastest way, then Facebook. Or the Twitter, Instagram, then Facebook. Want to make a donation, Cash App, PayPal, inscription. Best way to donate. Share your video one time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfellas, Goodfellas Sports TV. We gone.